Hi friend, in today's video, I'm going to explain to you the secret behind UPSC toppers success. Guys, you must have come across a lot of examples where an aspirant could not clear prelims in the first 2-3 attempts and the same aspirant goes on to top the civil service examination. How does it happen? If civil services examination is only about IQ, then the aspirant who could not clear the prelims examination in the first 2-3 attempts, how the same aspirant goes on to become the UPSC toppers. Today I'm going to explain you with the entire scientific process, and anyone can apply this scientific process to top the next civil service examination. So if you have even failed in your previous attempt, even failed to crack prelims or mains, still you can be the UPSC topper in the coming years if you apply this scientific technique. First of all, we have to understand the process of any competitive examination. Guys, any competitive examination has three process or three stages. First stage is the stage of taking in. Okay, that is called the taking in stage. What is taking in stage? Taking in stage is the stage where you read the syllabus. When you understand the syllabus, when you understand the concepts, when you attend the classes, when you watch YouTube lectures, that is what is the stage of taking in. When you complete your first round of syllabus, that is called taking in stage. Guys, next comes the practice of giving out, and the third stage is the real giving out, okay, which is the real exam day. You go and you perform, that is the real giving out. And second stage is the practice of giving out. Actually, what happens with most of the aspirants who fail to crack the UPSC examination is that the gap between taking in and giving out is very less. Generally what happens that those aspirants who could not crack the prelims examination or even the mains examination are those aspirants who are not completed the syllabus well before the examination. And since they have not completed syllabus well before the examination, the practice of giving out is not there. So what happens is that the gap between taking in and giving out, for example guys, what happens in our school days and in colleges days, okay, those aspirants or those students who used to be very regular with their studies, okay, they used to top the examination, and people who used to do late night studies one day before exam, they used to perform miserably. Similarly guys, in UPSC exam also, if your syllabus completion is not well before the schedule of the exam, what happens? You could not practice more giving out. So what happens in the prelims exam? You must have read entire books, but still you are not able to solve questions. Why? Whereas those aspirants who are able to practice lot of questions before the examination, they are able to produce in the examination. Similarly for the mains examination also, if your completion of syllabus is just before the mains examination, you will never be able to give out the best in the examination. So if you want to crack the UPSC examination, if you want to crack with a top rank, you have to, okay, this is the crucial stage, the practice of giving out. Okay, this you have to basically enlarge the time here. Okay, generally what happens, taking in and giving out is very close. Whenever taking in and giving out is very close, you will never crack the examination. Generally average aspirant, what happens, they take in and they give out on the day of exam. Okay, sometimes we are not able to complete the syllabus even on the day of exam. Whereas toppers, what happens, they take in, then they pause for some days, they try to understand what they have read, then they revise it, then they practice it, again they revise it, again they practice it. Like this, they basically make the concept very solid in the exam. Guys, in UPSC mains examination, you get only 6 to 7 minutes to write one answer. It is very difficult for any aspirant to think inside the exam and write the answer. Guys, it has to be ready-made. The answer has to be ready-made in your mind. And when the automatically answer will come, when you have practiced the answer multiple times, guys, that is the key to success. Complete syllabus very early, and then you practice a lot of practice, guys, lot of practice. Okay, for prelims, for example, I am giving daily 10 questions. Daily when you practice, on the exam day we are easily able to give out what you have read throughout the year. Similarly for the mains examination, every day I am making you practice write 5 to 6 answers in my DPS answers. When you write throughout the year, guys, it is very easy for you to write on the day of exam. So remember this, guys, if you really want to top the examination, this stage, which is the practice of giving out, has to be bigger. Okay, Generally what happens, those aspirants who cannot crack prelims in the first attempt or second attempt or mains in the first two attempts, they go on to top the examination. Why? Because now they have already taken the concept. Now they have the time of practicing, of giving out. Once they practice sufficiently giving out, they are able to top the examination, guys. So if you really want to perform here, spend more time here, spend more time on practice, guys. I can help you to practice for the UPSC prelims and mains examination. I myself have cracked the prelims examination 6 out of 6 times, scoring one of the highest marks. I have cracked the mains examination 4 times with very high scores in the GS paper. I can help you in the practice stage. If you want to get my guidance, my number will be flashing here. You can contact me, guys. If you like this concept of taking in, practice of giving out, and the real giving out, this process, if you have understood, and if you are ready to top the next year UPSC examination, do contact me and just like this video and share this video with all your friends who want to top the civil service examination in the coming years.